Hello everybody, how's it going? Hope everyone is doing well. Sorry I haven't been streaming in a while. I am hoping to get back to it, probably January. I also have some non-gaming content that might interest some people coming out somewhat soon. I will talk more about that when the time comes, but for today I wanted to do a brief little highlight here of a build I was working on for Demonslayers, Spellbook Demonslayers, and yeah, I saw a post on the forum talking about full tank builds, and I wanted to see if I could do it. And we have. I don't know how well it'll hold up after where we are currently, but we did hit level 125 here. You can see we have 1200 health here, 6668, so basically 6500 regeneration, although that is very temporary, but still very helpful. So it'll only last a few fractions of a second, but it should keep our health topped off. I'll go over the build in a sec. Let's just see how it's running first. We're still in game here. We still have 7 revives as well. So yeah, anyway, let's see how it goes. But yeah, this is the build, and then I'll go over what exactly it is, as well as a few strategies, just general leveling strategies that I like to use. Anyway, here we go. So yeah, this is Malice level 77. We are level 125, and I forget the time, like 99 minutes, 100 minutes, good as place as ever. So yeah, I'm not even gonna move here except to get shrines. So let's go over here, grab some power shrines. So yeah, we can see we're taking some damage here on our shields. So yeah, we spend most of our time taking a little bit of shield damage, or being invincible. Okay, we took shield damage. We're going to take a little bit of health damage. Let's see, our regeneration is currently 520. Our knockback is almost 300, and I'll show what that does in a second here. Yeah. I'm just curious. I want to see. Oh, now we're invincible again. But yeah, when we do take damage, our regeneration should spike a little bit. We're not taking damage. How long is this going to go? Okay, here, look, we don't even care about the shrine. I love it. Okay, we took some damage. Where's our regeneration? Huh. There's some, so it's definitely there. Ooh. Oh, I bet there's a regen breaker. No? What is hurting us? Anyway, we did take some damage there. So yeah, you do occasionally have to move, but yeah. Oh, yeah, we were very close. But we're quite tanky. I'd still say this is a successful tank build. Like, you don't have to stand still. Like, I would like it if we were able to stand still, but in some cases we are, but overall you do still have to play the game a little bit. I have had it not at this level, not like at level 125 when we're 100 minutes into the game, but I have had it where there was so much going on the screen I didn't even notice that there was a corrupted shrine. We beat it, and it didn't, like, we didn't have any severe damage. Yeah, something's giving us negative regen there, but that's fine. Don't really care. So yeah, I don't know. We only have 1 reroll left, unfortunately, so we can't really hunt for anything. So I forgot. We can get even more armor. Oh my god, I completely forgot. That's going in next build. I completely forgot the mutation there. I'm not sure how spell projectile amount affects the storm shield, but still seems interesting. And again, we're at this stage, we probably won't get all 7 anyway. I don't really want the video to go that long anyway. Speaking of, we should go over the build here. But yeah, that's interesting. I probably will play this out longer, just not on video. Okay, we're taking some damage. I thought our regeneration was supposed to kick in. I mean, you can see we're not taking a whole lot of damage, but I'm not sure where our regeneration is going. There's no regen breaker. We didn't even end up. Yeah, I mean it's there, but I thought we were doing it more. Not a big deal. Anyway, let's go through the build. That sounds right. Let's go over here, grab some lifesteal, just what we need. Yeah, I'm not sure what's giving us negative regen. We might have messed up somewhere along the way, but for the most part, again, very successful tank build. I tried 2 other times, made it to around level 108 before... Oh, we almost died there. But yeah, you do get a little kick in of invincibility, as well as we've got our damage reduction, which is up to 90 right now. Alright, anyway, let's go through the build. I actually put together a little thing here. Took me way too long, but I enjoy making those sorts of things. So anyway, let's blow this up a little bit. Oh, a little less. There we go. That's good enough. All right. So, and I've organized it so people know what to take if they wanted to try this build. So I've got smuggler thing here, which is, as you can see, it's called the illegal. So yeah, smuggler / illegal. We've got the corrupted, which you get from the corrupted shrines. And then we've just got standard stuff. Oh, that actually is cutting that last one off a little bit there. So yeah. And this is as good a time as any to go over my leveling strategy as well. So at level 1, you're playing at Malice 77, so you will have a free over level. So you're going to want to activate that right away. You might as well. You are going to, if you plan to take an illegal upgrade like Storm Shield, your first thing you're going to do is evolve your starting weapon, because you can turn that into the storm shield, or what shield storm or whatever else you're doing. And so yeah, you want to evolve the starting weapon, banish all the weapons you don't want, which if you're just going for one is all of them. Don't banish the evolve though, because you still want to be able to level that up, not from your level up necessarily though. But anyway, banish all the auras you don't want. And yeah, and then reroll. If you get clairvoyance, which is the XP gain, that's great. You can start building that in. If not, it doesn't really matter. Just take a bunch of other stuff. It's not a huge deal. If you are going to go 2 weapons, like I did in this one, I don't really recommend it. It's a little niche, but it's niche, if you will. But it's fun to experiment with. But yeah, if you are going 2 weapons, do not take your second weapon until after you get the first one, because it'll be hard to upgrade since it's higher level, and the illegal weapons replaces the lower level one. So unless you're keeping your starting weapon and want to replace the new one, don't get a second weapon until you get your first illegal weapon. All right. So yeah. And then basically my strategy, you can see here, we've got Grim Row, we've got Anomaly. So corrupted shrines spawn before smuggler shrines, unless you're playing, what's his name, Sly, or not his name, the book's name, Sly or something. But anyway, I like to take Anomaly first. So yeah, grab Anomaly, which will spawn a smuggler shrine. Reroll heavily till you get Grim Row. Grim Row is amazing because it gives you more elite demons, and more elite demons give you more chests, which gives you more damage on your spells as you upgrade them. So that's really good. So you want Grim Row as early as possible in the game, which again is Anomaly plus Grim Row right off the bat. But yeah, so anyway, you want that, and then I just kept taking Anomaly because on this build you want a lot from the smuggler. I'll go over what all we have there in just a sec. But yeah, we've got Anomaly, so you'll just want to keep taking Anomalies probably. You can take a damage thing like Call the Weak or Mind Expansion or Bounty Hunter if you need the damage early, but if not, just keep going Anomaly because you're going to get some really nice stuff over in Smuggler. But yeah, I go Grim Row, then I go my weapon usually. And again, if you're doing a second one, you then want to pick up your second normal weapon, upgrade that as well. But as soon as you have the weapons you want and Grim Row, you do time compression to get more more corrupted shrines as well as chests, so you get some levels on your spells. You get the corrupted chests. You can turn those back into anomalies for more smugglers. So you can turn one smuggler into 3 or 4. Unfortunately, it's currently a little bugged where when you spawn too many, sometimes the chests end up over each other and you lose out on a chest. That kind of sucks. But anyway, smugglers, we got that. Then let's go through the build itself. These don't have to be exact. This is an experimentation. This is the first time I've run this exact one. But anyway, we have Soul Guard. All but 1 max mana is converted to twice that much armor. You can see we have 23 armor. So yeah, that's really good. There are other things you can do, but I like Soul Guard. And whenever you lose invincibility, you're reinforced for 2 seconds. That's doubled down. When you reroute this, I'm not sure how much it did. I was just taking anything that increased regeneration or other stuff. It did seem to help a little bit, and we have so much other multiplication going on top of that that I think it is useful. But yeah, anyway, reroute turns your mana recharge speed into regeneration speed. Bloodstream is interesting. All damage increases based on missing HP. So again, we have a lot of HP, so we're good to go down low. This would be better if we were taking the bloodletting. I forget what the upgrade's called, but this would be better if we were taking bloodletting into the one that explodes half your HP. So yeah, this one probably didn't do a whole lot, but there were times where it did. And again, we have so much other multiplication going on, it's probably pretty good. Then Drunken Confidence. Dodge chance is doubled. You take 40% damage from dodge hits instead of 0. Our dodge chance is 95, which is the max. We'll go over this in just a sec. Second law, projectile speed is also applied to knockback. Projectiles cannot pierce, so it turns our speed, which we didn't have a whole lot of. This would be better. If I did this again, I might try running without Clairvoyance, so it'd take longer to level up. There's some stuff we could ditch for sure, but there's some things I wanted to run but just ran out of room. So yeah, second law didn't do much for me this time, but you can increase your projectile speed with other stuff and have some interesting scalings there. So yeah, that's worth thinking about. Black Hole is amazing. Second time I tried this, but yeah, Black Hole I never really played around with, but in a tanky build like this where you want enemies close, it's absolutely hilarious. So there's a way, I'll get to that in a sec too. But yeah, spells gain base damage based on knockback. Knockback pulls enemies to you, so it makes us do more damage and pulls everyone in, so it's pretty great. Did we go through all this? Sort of. Anomaly, yeah, it gets us stuff. We get damage on our illegal weapons as well if we do that upgrade. Instantly execute. Bunch of damage, which is nice, but I actually like this for the max mana, at least in this build. Of course the damage is also nice, but the max mana and energy shield. Our energy shield gets yoinked, or no, we don't get as much from this because all our mana gets yoinked into the Soul Guard, so it gets turned into armor, so we don't get as much energy shield, just like the 13 from this. But we still end up with a lot of damage and a lot of mana, which again gets turned into armor instead. Bounty Hunter, we have basic damage, and when you dodge a non-elite enemy, instantly kill them. When you dodge an elite demon, they lose 7% of their current HP. So again, we have 95% dodge chance. That's going to do a lot. And I realized I thought this had like a proc chance, so we didn't need to double up. I thought I was so clever doubling up, but you could take either or, so we really didn't need to go this one. We could have gone something else too. But yeah, we've got dodge chance over here, and same sort of thing. When you dodge non-elite demon, instantly kill them. When you dodge an elite demon, they lose 7% of their current HP. So again, I guess it does stack a little bit. The elites take 7% of their current HP twice potentially, but anyway, it's whatever. But that's where a lot of our damage is coming from. We've got instantly killing enemies we dodge, we've got high dodge chance, and we take damage from it. So yeah, that covers all our main stuff. Let's go to the standard stuff, not too interesting. We've got a bunch of tanky stuff. Tanky, this gives us a bunch of armor and max HP, and we'll see max HP scaling in just a bit too. This gives us a bunch of regeneration and regeneration scaling and regeneration speed. This is the dodge we talked about. When you kill a demon, you would get more regenerate. Demons lose armor equal to 5% of your max HP, so you're doing more damage to demons based on how much HP you have, and we have a bunch. We've got energy shield and light radius. Light radius is good and combines with our knockback black hole thing pretty good, so we can pull from farther, I think, depending on how it all stacks. And we've got a nice little prevent all damage when the shield gets broken, so that makes us tankier too. We got Juggernaut, which we're getting some HP, but again, we've got a bunch of percentage scaling, so it's more than 13 per level, and a bunch of knockback, so that helps with our damage as well as our pull. And we also have max HP added as base damage. So yeah, there's more HP scaling. We've got cast speed, which is just good in general. It helps with all your other stuff. Cast speed also applies to regeneration speed, so again, a bunch more regeneration. Brutality is damage and projectile size, and then we turn projectile size into knockback, which again turns into damage as well as pull. We explode when hit for a bunch of damage, trigger secondary explosions on kill. Also triggers when we dodge, so whenever we dodge we're doing damage too. We've got basic experience gain, makes you level up faster. Again, I'm gonna try without it. I've been doing it just because I was hunting for the achievements for max level. So yeah, I'm all maxed out. I just need to wait for the patch with the new characters. But anyway, I'm going to try runs without clairvoyance, because it definitely helps you get there faster, obviously, but you're also spending 14 levels that you can't spend on other stuff. So we'll see. Synthesis I really like, especially if you're farming. Like if you're already maxed out, you don't really need the flowers, but the shrines are still really nice. Shrines add a lot of damage. Same reason we've got Shrine Maiden here. We've got Miracle, which I like the lower shrine kill requirements, so that just helps speed things along. We've got Brain Power and Galaxy Brain. Gets triple damage. There's modifiers down here. Triple damage chance also applies to critical chance while HP is full, and knockback while HP is not full. So again, if we take any damage, we get even more knockback, which means even more damage. I don't push that one too hard because the projectile size is actually lowering our knockback, I think is the scaling. And then we've got move speed and cast speed. Again, cast speed is just generally good. And I just got this one for fun mainly. Repeatedly damages and knockbacks nearby demons, more effective against faster demons. So I just like the idea of now we have an aura that also does knockback, which again, in this case is actually pull. So that covers all that. Let's go through what I banished, because there's some interesting stuff. First of all, of course, we banished all the weapons like I was talking about. Banish all the weapons. Banish Nightshade because we don't want the negative armor in this case. Generally, I like Nightshade. Here, we're not doing it. Banish this. I don't use it anyway, and there's some interesting stuff you can do with it. But again, as a tank build, we don't want the negative HP. Cybernetics. I didn't want to reserve HP in case, like, this would actually be really good in a tank build, so that's definitely for consideration. But I didn't want the max HP reserved because I think it currently messes with stuff that cares about if you're at max HP or not. But we didn't end up taking the I'll get to it in a second, but we didn't end up taking it, so this would have been fine. All the weapons. I don't really like Enlighten. I've actually heard some people do. I'm interested about that too. But again, I don't like the HP reserve in this build. You can do interesting stuff with HP reserve, but yeah, I don't generally use Enlighten. More weapons. I'm so curious about Deathbound because it makes enemies die on their own, but we weren't quite tanky enough where I felt comfortable taking it, and we were running out of room anyway. Like, it was towards the late game when I banished it. I'm just like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, I was thinking about that. Same with Bloodletting. Bloodletting turns your regeneration, which again, we had a massive amount into base damage, but I didn't want to hit that too much because I was enjoying having our super quick regeneration. So yeah, and I didn't want to see too many of these after I'd taken it a certain amount, and same here. I just banished these towards the end when I knew I wasn't going to be doing them. This is all right. You have to put 5 in, but then you can get 2 mana, which would be like 4 armor, so we could have gone there too if we'd had room, but it's a bit of a commitment for 2 armor. But yeah, so that's what we banished. Again, Bloodletting and Deathbound I was both interested in trying around. Whoa, we almost died there, but we went down to 1. Then we got invincible. Whoa, we're also down to 4 FPS. That's the problem with this kind of stuff. Yeah, we're just dropping health. Yeah, we have negative regen. That's weird. Before I wasn't seeing that. I'm not sure. Like I said, we might have messed up some of our synergies where we're actually giving ourselves negative regen, but I don't think so. We drop to 1, go invincible, level up, kill everyone. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, I didn't even see you there. I don't even know what kind of shrine you are. Power, it looked like. But yeah, as you can see, it's working. I won't bore you with too much of this, but there's the proof of concept there. I hope you enjoyed. I think that's gonna do it for this video. Yeah, there's the stats again if people want to look. I thought it was pretty cool. It was the most successful tank build I've had so far. All right, thanks for watching. Peace.